Alright, g'day gamers. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. It's about all over now. Into 2022, let's hope it's a good one. Hope we all stayed safe. Didn't party too hard. Pretty quiet one for me here in Australia. For once. It's a bit different this year as it was the last couple of years, but still pretty good nonetheless. Spent a bit of time in game, time with family. It's pretty good, pretty good. So I was doing a bit of reading today. Yoshi P stated that Final Fantasy Online, well, they're hoping will go from a minimum of another 10 years, which is freaking awesome. Seems like the servers have settled down a bit. Looking forward to Oceanic. Still making the decision whether we're going to make the move over there or not. I'll make another character and test it out, see how it goes. Yeah, other than that, good to see Yoshi P looking after the people and the people Final Fantasy, you know, giving us some free game time, which is always good. Goes to show that you actually do care, you know, week or two here and there, I think, for most people. Wasn't too hard getting in a lot of the time, but you know, there was delays, but hey, you know, get an influx of people like that, you know, it's going to happen. So alright, we'll get on with it. A few things growing in the garden here, ready to go, but I'll wait for the other ones to sparkle. Let's see what we've got. We've got some crossbreeding happening there. Not talking about people from Texas, just the garden in general. Alright, so MSQ. Been purposely saving this until after Christmas New Year period. Don't have a lot to go. Really good so far. So yeah, since my last stream I'll pick up again, and we just killed, defeated Heidelin. Made for an interesting fight. Quite a difficult fight really, if you sort of, you know, you need a Final Fantasy like myself. Getting used to the mechanics. But hey, you know, took a few attempts and we like a challenge. Let's see what we're up to. Her children, one and all. This is the MSQ. Off to the Northern Empty. Yeah, but again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This Endwalker is insane. This X-Pack. You know, could die a happy man tomorrow. After seeing what this game's brought, it's really impressive. Got a bit of an updated UI. What I've read, it's not against the TOS because it's not actually helping you in any way. It just looks pretty. Aha, I've been expecting you. Heard about your foray into the FF14. The students have ventured far and wide, but never quite so deep as that. Are you experiencing any after effects from your prolonged exposure? Nausea, dizziness, hauntings? Well, have a pleasant sleep, and if you do experience any unusual phenomena, please let me know. I shall add it to our record.
There you are. Some time, indeed, yes. For you, at least. Believe me, I'd meant to get some proper sleep. But here we are, drifting along instead. Well, you too. And so we remain, to watch and wonder. Yes, indeed. To begin, we first must see the end.
Alright, much for a rest. That was a weird dream. I just went back in time to see what happened years ago. Didn't turn out real well, but the end, eh? See what Cryel's got to say. Urgent news. Robbie, I trust you had a good rest. An envoy must how do you spell his name again? I do know. Fortunate, that's right. Arrived not long ago with the message. The Loprids have determined Meteorion's location. We've been asked to gather at the rostra. I'll meet you there, along with the others. Okay, it's back to the weird bunnies. Had a mind blank there. Yeah, a bit creepy. The small bunnies. Ah, back to the old judging arena. He's the crew. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you knew, the Loporrits have deduced the whereabouts of Meteon by means of a crystal bequeathed to us by Heidelin herself. Your quarry's location is a place far beyond the moon, in the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars at the edge of creation. A veritable Ultima Thule. Indeed, how then are we to reach it? An excellent question. Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion systems, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultima Thule. But the myriad other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel through the Sea of Stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess ether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our hyperhopper into your ether burner, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the end of the universe in no time. Father, does this mean? Bear in mind, this decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Loporrit's proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit the Ark to this endeavour would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate to the moon and to resettle on another star. Needless to say, the proposition invited fierce debate. In the end, however, the Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Heidelin believed you possessed the strength needed to overcome this crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Heidelin's own making. Therefore, in the 11th hour, she will proffer another means by which we may seek salvation. We will be fools to dismiss it out of hand. Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of this star. That is why we have chosen to place our faith in Heidelin, in you. The Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. What of all the people that have laboured so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be furious. I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Glaciers. Nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of Adamanite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest. Quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Are the Loporrits too willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening when we said we were born of Heidelland's love for Etheres and its people? If it means your survival, we would do anything to help. And you most certainly have need of our expertise where you're going. There's no guarantee or authority to the place that supports life. Otherwise, vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Heidelin chose us to lead the way to Meteion. Why else would she give you a crystal only we can decipher? More importantly, we were perfectly content to evacuate Etheris until you brought us here, Ranger. And now we're enamored with the place. So what choice do we have but to see? Of course, none of this is possible without you and the Scions. So I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? What's that to me? I'm not too keen. Alright, so they powered the Ark. Resources have all been put to use. Moon was a waste of time. And the Bunny Rabbit's domain, they're going to leave. Alright. Very well, we shall inform the Forum of your decision. And begin preparations to bolster the Ark with the, Hyper Harbor. The Loporits will coordinate with the Illisbard contingent to have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. For now, pray take your ease. But seeing there is naught to do but rest and prepare, shall we? Yeah. Okay. Where's all Fortuno's disciples? Those two are making the decisions now? We depart, and I'll leave nothing under. Quite, though it is difficult to conceive of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where Dynamis governs all. Yes. Not sure how this is going to work. Because Dynamis basically overpowers Ether. Nevertheless, Heidelin deemed us worthy of the trials that await. For lack of any other foreseeable options at this late stage, let us trust in her judgment and face Meteor as we are. And how many people can we fit on the Ark? That's a pretty big Ark. Who are we taking? Which leads to the not so small task of coordinate our efforts here to you and to Tatoru. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. We're praying for your safe return. Mayhap it will affect the Dynamis for the better. With that settled, we should get some rest and make the most of time we've been afforded. Ah! Here she is. The meeting. Over, is it? You were in there for so long I started to worry. What did they have to say? Edge of creation, I see. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return. And you will return. Actually, Frothy, could I borrow you for a moment? Looks like your plans for the interim are decided. And the two of you have... what? Lost my connection. What's happening here? Well, I was just saying good things about you, Yoshi P. Hey, while we wait, as I said before, queue times are pretty good here. Couldn't take long, 15 in the queue. Hopefully I just got booted for I don't know what reason, which has been rare. Here we go. Okay. We'll skip this because we just seen it. No, after this is Thancred. Looks like your plans for the interim are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back at Bardasade Annex, alright? Come with me to the Agora. There's something to show you. Okay. Lalafels. Small hands. Smell like cabbage. I would port, but since I paused the MSQ, I haven't really had a chance to come back to the city. Pretty cool layout too. Like the new Ethernet. Oh, now I've gone the wrong way. Welcome, Froggy, to Tattoo's Booty. I've always done my best to provide the Scions with fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I make an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one could ask for. Not that I'm playing favourites, but you are the warrior of light. Well, that I am. Faced with this unprecedented crisis, I knew you would need an ensemble unlike anything I've created before, and that I wouldn't be able to do it alone. And so, after enlisting the aid of the world's finest artisans, I finally completed my career-defining mask. Oh no. I don't know if I want to see it. I saw the winter clothes we had. But then inspiration struck, and I saw a golden opportunity just begging to be seized. With the help of some Bavarian refugees, I decided to set up shop here in Charlotte. Of course, I would never charge you for any of our works. Perish the thought. Basa Uda, how are things coming along? Everything's in order, Miss Tattoo. We'll be ready to open shortly. Oh, not again. That's really weird. I played all day today, and I've not been booted once. Well, in that case, while I would restart the game, have a quick break. Come back to it.
watching the Weather Channel, your most accurate and dependable source of weather information 24 hours a day.
Hey, good evening. You're watching the Weather Channel here on a Friday evening. Keep Westless, Janetta Jones, and as we look out there, Janetta, looks like it's going to be a golf course.
Alright, let's try that again. Not sure what was going on there. It's been smooth gameplay for a long time now. Okay, where were we? Okay, we did this bit. Gonna see our outfit, I think. Oh, get in line. Ah, did not expect to find you here. I imagine Nidana would also wish to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our dragon scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the ether burner. This simulacrum too will stay in Sherilyn, while I oversee matters at Rath's Hatterzan. It is a rather convenient means to keep abreast of developments pertaining to the final days, or anything else. It also allows me, after a fashion, to watch over my people in this distant land. Barshahan, was hoping you would stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing our artisans to work with me here at the boutique. Please, it is I who should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have blessed them with newfound purpose, and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, when they at last return home to Radisson, the experience and knowledge they have gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the artistry and commerce of our land. In fact, I came here to see how your new employees are settling in, and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It's an opportunity for me as well, believe you me. Your artisans have taught me so much about the Thavarian craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. I can't wait to see what kind of wonders we've come up with. I pray you every success in your endeavours, Mrs. Tattoo. He's cranky. Before coming here, I heard word of the forum's decision of what will soon be attempted. It was only then I finally understood why my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. In the boundless dark, the light of brimming life must have been blinding in its splendor. You journey into the heavens to protect that light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail, and restore peace and tranquility to this star. Yes, I didn't mind that place. It was very short-lived. And we shall be honoured to receive you. There is still much of Radsatan you have yet to see. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Fare you well, and remember, the people of this star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you. Au revoir, Snoochie Beachies. Ah, where must I go to get a meal with some flavour in the wasteland of taste? What's this gonna be? Ranger? This is sacred? Ah, no. Brovey, oh boy. Whatever are you doing here? A new boutique, you say? I've been meaning to expand my wardrobe. And to swap from the chainmail to the chainmail. Yes, something with a little more flair, perhaps, befitting a man of my state. I nowhere to thought, said Remnant, so long as my confinement continues indefinitely. I, the young Lord Vortemps, insists that, so long as there is work to be done, no matter how trivial, I must abide here in Charlotte. Thus do I toil, every fibre of my being rails against it. I have even suffered the company of that brute Sicard to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. Yet he was the one granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. So I suffer instead for his otherwise welcome absence, now burdened with my extra busy work. And without honour here, there is no one to prepare my meal. I came here in the hopes of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. Alas, the Charlotte delicacies I've sampled were lacking in every respect. Cafe over on the pier. Their cuisine didn't appear all that appetizing, but if you vouch for their cooking, then perhaps I'll give it a try. Thank you for the suggestion, and ta-ta for now, old boy. That's better than 200 types of carrots we had at in Bunnytown. Well, well, was that Frothy and Taturo, I suppose? Hancock, what are you still doing here? You said you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan. After all, my expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is well beyond my purview. But what matter of entrepreneur would squander an opportunity to study the markets of the Northern Seas? Worry not, I will return straightways to Kugani once I have finished. Of course you would find a way to turn this crisis into your advantage. She wounds me, the industrious woman running a new boutique. I'm not blind to the travails of those who fight on the front lines to deliver us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence they will succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devoutly, then why not put your money where your mouth is? Fair enough, Tattoo. Fair enough. There's naught more I can do to help ready the Ark and our heroes for their maiden voyage. But on your return, I shall host a grand celebration in honor of the Bocario Inn. Accommodations are quite costly given the reputation of said establishment, but the East Allantard Trading Company will be honoured to foot the bill. Will there be lemon cakes? Of course, there better be friggin' lemon cakes. Oh, a man of tart taste, I see. Judging by that robe, you're a man of tart taste yourself. Yes, there will be lemon cakes and much, much more. The finest delicacies the world and Lord Lolotio have to offer. But let us speak more of this upon your return. Lest I draw even more tattoos till next we meet. How's everyone find me? Ah, Frothy. Decided to spend your time at the marks, did you? Well, not really. Everyone keeps bugging me. Haha. Here they are. Where's Sid? Ta-ta! Big Swedge. I take it work on the Ark proceeds apace. Aye, it does indeed. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Sharaland and Radisson has been a rewarding experience. And that's to say nothing of what we learned for the Lupperits. The Ark, unlike anything we've ever had the pleasure to work on. Even Nero has rendered speeches on more than one occasion. I can't wait for you to see it. Alright, carry on then. Still hard to believe that we had the means to send you off into the great expanse though. To the farthest known reaches of, well, everything. I never thought I'd live to see such marvels, yet here I am. More often than not, you and the Scions are the catalyst that sparks the need for these great innovations. Think how much I've missed out on, had I not been a member of the Ironworks. An awful lot of work, to be fair, and the privilege of being worked like a cart chocobo. Get chocobo. Ha! There's that too. As busy as we've been, I wish there was more we could do for you, Fluffy. But no matter what happens, we have to keep believing for a brighter future. Alright, let's go. Where's my dress? When you head back, would you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with refreshment? very kind of you, Tattoo. They'll be glad to hear it. And on that note, Wedge and I should get along. Still a few more supplies to gather before we return. She wants upsies. Terribly sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you please. Gee. Right. I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. This is Vasarda from Palakistan. Does look familiar. Don't know where. Back in your nicks? Yeah. Perugia. And again when we crossed the ice fields, was it not? Doubt we exchanged little more than glances back then, but it's kind of you to remember. Thanks to Mistress Tattoo. And I, many friends have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It's only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity. In such times, you must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whether we will come to call this place home or return to Thavenar, but here we are today, and I'm glad to have contributed to the cause. And contribute they did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them, and have every confidence they'll keep you safe in the battle to come. Wonder what his toll is gonna do. Shrug him off again. Gods. Think how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the waking sea. From the rising stars to the falling snows, and even a certain insufferable someone's ruby bazaar, we're always fortunate to find friends along the way. No. Even when you were swept away to the first, Krahatia was there to grant you sanctuary. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Yours has been a long, long journey, and I've been privileged to watch, often with bated breath, as you persevered time and time again. For all the joy was shared, there's been much sorrow as well. But I've long since learned you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promised to send you off to the Sea of Stars with a smile. Nothing else. And you can be certain I'll be the first one to welcome you back on your return. Cool. I really have to come back and look a lot closer at these cities. I think most of the parts in them, but it's all crafting to do too. So much to do. Love this game. Never bored. In addition to your new ensemble, we have remnants of weaponry for every need. Ooh. Arraignments and weaponry for every need. So please feel free to browse our stuff. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay, so I can buy stuff from there. And can dye it as well, which is pretty good. And what's the cost? Ah, okay. Pioneer's bottom. Third floor. Okay. Where was the weapon size? My poor transmog. Actually, that's quite cool. Actually. Well, the gun's pretty cool. Something different. Oh, the goggles are cool. What the hell is this? Seriously? Yeah, not too bad. Decided to go them first, just speaking with Crowley first. I'm sure they would have told her their plan. Sorry, I skipped one there. I misclicked. Alright. Very cool, we're on our way. Really excited to see this arc completed, but same time, sad to see the end of Endwalker. Well, the MSQ anyway, it's been really good. In saying that, while we're waiting for... Waiting to find the next quest, sorry. I'll just zoom in about a dog and see if we can drain the lizard, and you have an ad incoming too, so I shall be returned. Alright, where to next? Yeah, I'm not sure about this glam. I will have a look and change it, they see. Kind of been liking this one. It matches my chocobo. Or vice versa. You're back? I take it you received your gift from Taturi. Yes, I did, Crow. And I changed it. It was a surprise long in the making with many, many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it realised and with great success. If you're looking for the others, though, they've already taken their leave. Ishtola, this is Thancred. And Ranger have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alisei and Grahatia, meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent poring over the books of Numian. As for Alfie, Estinine, well, they've elected to pay a visit to Lavilio Estate, though Estinine seems somewhat reluctant to go. Sure, they would all be glad for your company, if you don't mind to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I suggest heading to the last stand before Yasholtra and the others finish eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into battle of fatigue mess. So do remember to get a good night's sleep. Well... These pages have been updated. I don't know. Do they update? I'm not sure. Looks really cool. Where to first? Proceed at the last stand by the looks of things. Rory, come make a trio a quartet, have you? Please have a seat. I'll see about getting you a drink.
Your business with Tataru was finished? My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world.
Forsooth. Better get out my FF14 thesaurus.
Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Go the ammo, that'll do.
Oh, ye of little faith. I know better than to leave home without ample supplies, thank you very much. Didn't pick up the gunblade yesterday. And to think I used to prefer fighting from the shadows. Gods, I really have changed.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home.
Why does pixel food just look so good?
In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Asians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out.
Bow out, but not bow out.
After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to effect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Gee. Holiday Rianya.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear.
I henceforth thou doubt I look good in a mankini.
What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds. 'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise. Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
No.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast? To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
Mmm. Bit of happiness before the shit hits the fan. Alright, well on that note, go have a little break. Might come on a bit later or when I pick this up and see how we go. Most people have finished this by now, but I was wanting to save it. Thanks for watching. And yeah, pretty excited to see what happens next, really. The new patch will be coming soon too, so trying to sort of save every ounce of it I can. But busting to get to the end too, so we shall see. Alright, thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your night or day. See you next time.